Spaceflight is not just a trip to space. It's a journey that starts well before the rocket motor lights. It's an experience that has the ability to change your perception with life on Earth. I was lucky enough to have that experience this year with 3 of my crew members aboard Virgin Galactic's Spaceship Two spacecraft. The late Dr. Stephen Hawking said, "We are entering a new space age, and I hope it will bring about a new unity," as he named the spacecraft I rode into space, VSS Unity. The famed astrophysicist and cosmologist held a ticket to go to space before he passed, and strongly believed that the human race has no future if it does not go into space. The world needs more scientists and astronauts who can use space to solve problems on Earth. Now, Dr. Hawking's words ran through my head that morning of my spaceflight as I headed to the spaceport where Virgin Galactic operated its hybrid vehicle system. It's a unique feat of engineering that utilizes both air breathing and rocket propulsion to take 6 people to space and safely back down to Earth. Now, I often get asked if I was nervous that day, and I wasn't nervous. I was filled with a sense of anticipation and excitement as I entered the vehicle and took my seat. And that anticipation and excitement just continued to build. So we began to taxi and then started to accelerate down the runway, and we passed the hangar where my friends and family cheered. I remember waving to them, even though they couldn't see me. And with takeoff, we were on our way to 45,000 feet. During the climb, I talked with my crewmates, and we started working on our flight tasks. We were there to do a job. We were evaluating our cabin and the experience for our future astronauts. I've wanted to go to space since I was young. I've wanted to adventure out into the unknown as the captain of my own starship and follow in the footsteps of those that explored the stars before me. So returning to my spaceflight journey, we left off with me and my crew in our spaceship, waiting to be released from Mothership and begin our ascent to space. Release, release, release. As the rocket motor burned, I saw the sky turn from blue to purple to black. I was pushed into my seat as the roar of the rocket motor took over my thoughts. As an aerospace engineer, I couldn't help but smile as I felt the power of the rocket motor propel me to space. And after 60 seconds, the rocket motor cuts off. And then silence. And this incredible view of our planet. Many astronauts have experienced the overview effect, that cognitive shift in awareness when they see that thin blue line of our atmosphere and how fragile our planet really is. When they see the globe with no borders, they realize how divided we've actually become. And when we see our planet surrounded by seemingly vast black emptiness, we take note of how small yet significant we feel. It's almost like a call to action while you're floating there in the silence of space. So as I glided back down to Earth, I couldn't help but think, who's going to be sitting in the seat after me? I don't know, it could be anyone. And then it hit me. It could be anyone, and that's incredible. Now let's address the giant asteroid in the room that space is a billionaire's playground. Many private spaceflight companies have been started by Earth billionaires, but with the aim to make space more accessible for all and expand the Earth's economic sphere outward. Launch prices are still high, but with increased number of flights and technology advancements, the hope is that price will come down over time. So why are they spending their money in space when there are problems here on Earth? Well, spaceflight could help address those problems here on Earth and make progress in new ways and from different perspectives. And progress creates opportunities. Spaceflight has and can open the door to new science, research, technology advancements, and even help our education and outreach initiatives. Spaceflight is not just for pilots and engineers anymore. It's for writers, communicators, artists, politicians, anybody that wants to embark on the journey. And perhaps those future astronauts' call to action may just happen when they're in space, looking down on our planet in all of its brilliance and all of its vulnerability. Space is for everyone, and the world needs more astronauts.